Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. And it's been a very exciting last 24 hours in Pulse Chain and the Hexagon ecosystem because a strange new color has been showing up on the charts. And we'll go over the charts in just a little bit, but happy Sunday, happy weekend to all of you guys. We also have some updates on the F1 bets and fun that we've been having. So we can go over that, who's won and who's lost. A little bit of both on that one. Interesting race, though, to say the least. Putting this link here on Twitter, putting this link on Telegram. I'll also throw a link to join here in the comments as well. I do kind of want to show you guys some fuel cell market app, Pulse market app action going on right now. So yeah, let me put that up there right there. There we go. There it is. So now it's in our Telegram group as well. Yeah, it's been a very exciting last bit. We've had some very boisterous tweets by our friend and community leader, Richard Hart. We can get into that. I'll probably read that as well. And yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff happening here and there. Some fun stuff happening in my personal life, and yeah, just some exciting new developments. We'll just say that, right? So without further ado, let me post this link right here in the chat. If you guys want to jump on screen, you guys can click on here and jump in here and talk about all the craziness that's happening today. In the meantime, I'm going to just start sharing my screen right here, and I am going to start talking about some of our favorite things. First of all, let's jump over to Twitter and check out some of the craziness on Twitter today. Here's Eddie Pulse Chain. Thank you for the following him back. But if you go back to home, I'm sure it will not take very long for us to see Richard Hart. So Richard Hart just posted this one right now. PulseChain.com got updated. Some text up top, pretty pictures, and more links to Liberty Swap, cross-chain swap down below. So you got Liberty Swap going on there. That's kind of cool. KG likes it. Brandon Davis talking about Morph. There's more Morph pairs on Pulse Chain right now. So there's Morph on Pulse Chain and Morph on Ethereum. But if we just keep scrolling down, yeah, Zach when Oscar wins, Zach when Lando wins. Some good F1 humor there. Let me go like this. You guys get to see all of the crazy, somewhat appropriate, somewhat inappropriate things going on here. But here's Richard Hart's right here. Hello, Pulse Chain. Hello, Cell Pressure. This is the one earlier that kicked everything off, it seems. So crypto, what are you going to do when the mass marketing starts ripping faces off? People are going to hear about Pulse Chain, PulseX, Hex, and Pump tires directly before they hear about anything else. They're going to hold something in their hands that works great and is impressive, something they're not going to throw away. Something they are not going to throw away. that right there could make for a lot of really funny memes. Hex did a 10,000x in price the first time, while being murdered with Deca millions in fees to ETH. That's true. That the fees on ETH were insane and problematic. Now, Pulse Chain exists, and when Pulse goes up, Hex goes up. Pulse, PulseX, Hex, Pump Tires, they all reinforce each other. Coin burning everywhere you look. It's amazing dry powder ready to explode. The weak hands shaken out violently. The weak hands shaken out violently. Is he speaking about the violence that we've already seen in the chart? Or is he talking about possibly continuing to shake out people violently. Amazing designs and reliability. With years of track record, the match is nearly struck. Be ready for greatness, and haters, you might as well get your memes ready because you're going to be very butthurt. I think it's you might as well, so you might as well. But anyways, season's greetings. It's crazy animal attack another animal, and then people jumping in there. So that's that tweet. Another great tweet that we've been posting and sharing out lately is from the one and only a wild SJ right here. She took the ball and ran with it. Excuse me, right here. She put them on blast with Coin Market League crypto and really got this ball rolling. And so if we go over here to Coin Market League and we refresh this sweet little gem right here where Hex is number 2. This I'm calling bullshit right here. Raptorium. No, this one is always seems to be up there for some reason, no matter what we do. But in the last 24 hours, 52 votes. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on this one. But we were number 1 for quite a while. Went from like number 20 or 12 to number 1. Dark Matter still down here at 22. Show Dark some love. Appreciate that as well with you guys. Very, very cool. But shout out to everyone who helped with that and started getting in there and voting for Hex. Can't wait for more people to figure it out. Some people are confused though, because like I said, I think that, the price is eHex, but the description is pHex. So anyways, we'll figure it out. I don't even know who actually put Hex up on Coin Market League yet, but shout out to Wild SJ for all the positivity and passion she puts in here. Yep. Follow her if you guys aren't following Wild SJ and watching her on the F and Hangout and a bunch of other stuff. Then I don't know what to tell you, man. She's pretty dope. She's pretty dope. And of course, Nuclear Herbs. See, he screenshot it when we hit number 1, so I had to repost that one as well as she did. So thank you very, very much for that. Let's check here in the green room. All right, we got Crypto Cat. Good evening. We've got Diehard Hexagon. Hello, Max. Tea time? ? Almost tea time. I think it's not as late as it normally is for me. I'll probably jump in the hot tub and relax a little bit. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. But we will be drinking tea later. Hello, Max, Randy's mom, Crypto Cat. Hello, Believe in Yourself. Good, the whole gang's here. We're all ready to rock and roll. Anyways, like I said, going back to Twitter here, let's check out our community, the collective. And as you can see, right now we have, let's get some likes and some retweets on that one. So Crypto Cat's got 9 votes on J7 already. And then this is really good. This is the J6 mint right here. You can send 1 million Pink Miswell tokens to the Pink Miswell, and then you can get 10 J6 fuel cells and 1 dark. I saw someone post earlier today and tag me in it, or tag agproject.io. IO this right here. So this offer is good till J7 mint starts, and we've started seeing a little bit of action in the price, which is different. And we'll also go over some of these. We'll go over some of the announcements in Pulse Market app as well. So yeah, make sure you join here. We have 72 members. I'd love to see this thing get up into the thousands. That would be great. Join our little space cult here. Let's go to our website. This is my favorite website in the entire world. It is agproject.io. And if you go to the home screen, I cannot give enough props to our devs. I do have a slideshow that I need to bring up here for you guys. That slideshow is going to show the difference between what the websites plural, 2 websites we used to use looked like and the function and the information on them versus now it's day and night. They've completely just completely killed it in their front and back end stuff. Another sister website, if your router or your VPN or anything doesn't like agproject.io, your browser, you can go to agproject.xyz as well. That's also the same thing. And as you can see, we've got our dark matter token contract address right here at the top. So you can copy it here, make sure that you're buying and selling and using the right one as you accumulate dark, which I highly recommend you guys do. You got the Pink Mistwell game going on here, which is this fun degen game right here. Let's refresh it. There's 3 spots bought out of 100. The last person walked with 7.5 dark. But as you can see, there's this disco ball right here that kind of spins around. It's quite interesting. And there's 100 spots on here. Once the 100 are full, you just connect your wallet and you play with Pulse. You don't need anything but Pulse to play this game. And it's like 60 cents a Pulse. Well, it's more than 60 cents today, thanks to the pumping in the markets. But yeah, you can buy a spot for I think pretty sure it's less than $1, and then the winner, last man standing. This is Russian roulette style. where you just take out numbers and players on the globe, and then, like I said, the person walks with a bag of dark, and so market buys the dark off the decks. Off Pateus, and after it buys it, it puts it right into the winner's wallet. So this is a fun way to get some dark and have some fun. We will have to play that soon, or play some music. So that's the Pink Mistwell game. Minting. Minting is what we do at the beginning of every journey. So at the beginning of Journey 6 for 11 days, you could trade 1 dark matter token for 1 fuel cell NFT. And as you can see, the next chance to do so is in 27 days, 14 hours. So collect as many dark as you can in the next 27 days, because I believe after some of the crazy stuff goes down in Journey 6, a lot of people are going to be FOMOing into Journey 7 because things just keep getting crazier here. And our game theory is working out. This is becoming the most scarce krypton, the most scarce token in crypto. Right here. And I believe it will continue to do so. And then, of course, view my fuel cells. This is great. So for the people that have already minted 1 dark matter token for 1 fuel cell NFT, you can connect your wallet here. It'll tell you what league you're in. This is a dark dolphin for this address right here. You can go by current price, all time, or moon math. So you can put your own moon math in here. Looks like current price right now is around $7.5. So those of you that bought at $5 and $6 the last couple days, congratulations. That's pretty dang cool. But this will tell you the cash value. So every single one of our NFTs is 3 things. It's really cool art that has to do with the story and the ecosystem. It's a lottery ticket for the first 33 days where you can win dark. You can win liquid dark. And then it's also a piggy bank, or a stake, where every single NFT gets paid out from our treasury at the end of every journey. So as you can see, we've had 6 journeys, or we're on our 6th journey. So we've had 5 payouts so far. Journey 1 has been paid out 5 times, journey 2, 4, and so forth. So at the end of every journey, every single previous NFT gets paid out. So these 18 that we have right here in this account or wallet address, these will be paid in about 27 days at the end, and they will be paid 0.13 dark. So it takes 1 dark to get 1 NFT, and then over time you're hoping to get more than 1 dark back with the lottery and with the treasury. And we'll go over into that in just a little bit. But as you can see, we had 56,620 NFTs minted in Journey 6. Most of these are owned by the Evil Address. And we believe the Evil Address is going to pump up the lottery in a major way based on this previous tweet, which, oh my gosh, I haven't even streamed about the tweet. Let's check out the Evil Address. Evil Address. Here he is. So the evil address said, "You've all slept on Journey 6's mint. You've been eyeing my lotto winnings as a collective. As a collective has been vaporizing my fuel cells. I'm not waiting to be robbed again. Watch the scrape button. I'm taking back what's mine." And yeah, and then he's got these creepy eyes that he gave us. So yeah, Ketchup saw me at Saturn, baby. So he's been telling me to saw me too, but basically, this looks like he's basically signaling or putting us on notice that the evil address is hoping to flip this button right here. If you go to the evil tab at on the navigation bar, go to the evil tab, you'll see this top one says scrape and roll over to the next jackpot. So it looks like he's going to turn this on sometime in this journey, and that would flip this whole table on its head. So here's the table of the payout so far without that button being flipped on. You've got about 11,000 dark tokens in here, and out of those 11,000, they get divvied up 1,000, 3,000, 6,000 roughly, and so the payouts get bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's going to be about 900 NFTs that win each of these three drawings. My guess is that he's going to flip it on before the mega jackpot here, the 6x, the biggest 6x right here. And that one's going to happen right around in 27 days. The first one gets rolled out or gets drawn in 4 days and 18 hours. So in 4 days, 18 hours, we're going to have these 1,000 divvied up amongst 900 winners, which will give you about 1.25 dark. And then 11 days later, this 3,300 will be divvied out to 900 people, which will give each one of them 3.75, unless that button goes live before then. I'm thinking that he's going to wait until the biggest jackpot to roll a ton of his dark back into here and try to win as many of them back. Because remember, the evil address has minted most of these lottery tickets. It's going to win most of these lottery tickets. But as you can see, this address right here has minted 18 fuel cells, or 18 of the current lottery going on. And so it's got a pretty good chance of winning one of these drawings. We don't know which one, but we'll keep you guys up to date on that as well. We got Rich Sainsbury in here. Good to see you. Just a Flesh Wound says, "I'm here to join the space cult." Well, it's good to see you, man. Just a Flesh Wound. We're gonna hook you up with a wrench. We got to give you a good shiny wrench here. With boom. Okay, just a Flesh Wound moderator. There we go. You now have a nice shiny wrench, my sir. Thank you for being here and joining the space cult. We've also got Hex Glenn. Hex Glenn is in the house. One of the people who's putting up some really cool art for J6. Steve Stash says, "I'm here for the teach." I don't know if he meant tech or teach. This is quite interesting. We'll see. We'll see what you're talking about there, Steve Stash. Good to have you, as always. I was just talking about this crazy lottery that could be a silly amount. Like right now, if you win one of these three, you'll win 1.25, 3.75, or 7.5 dark. That's a pretty awesome return right off the bat in the first 33 days of minting. The long-term game, obviously, are the payouts from this treasury, which is sitting on over 30% of the entire supply is in the treasury right now. That's the bananas part right there. And if the collective continues to hack and vaporize the evil addresses NFTs in Journey 6, Journey 6 will be the smallest mint of all. It will be this little 8% piece of pie. It'll be much smaller. Okay, so the smaller the piece of pie, the fewer people you're competing with for the yield. However, the older the NFT, the more yield it gets paid too. So you're getting paid less yield, but it seems as though there are fewer and fewer people minting right now. In fact, we saw one of our mystery wells mint 3,001 of these right here. So there's very, very few participants And so the value of these J6s could go bananas, which is why we have the Pink Miss Well deal, which I was showing you guys here on X, where you can send 1 million of this token right here that ends in 33B872 to the Pink Miss Wells address that ends in 8090, and you will receive some of 10 of those J6 fuel cells. You'll probably want as many as you can to win the lottery if that's your goal. If not, I think that these will all be very, very valuable with the lottery, with the treasury payouts though, as well. Thank you for the wrench, Noble Leader Max. You are welcome. Fast is for the tech, so I'll be for the teach. That sounds good to me, man. Like I said, we've got the StreamYard link right here if any of you guys want to jump in and give me a break from rambling on and on and on, or ask questions or bring up something in the ecosystem that you want to cover. Let's keep going here. Like I said, this is where all the magic happens, is on agproject.io. And this tells you what league you're in. It tells you the cash value of your NFTs if you were to vaporize and sell the dart. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. A lot of cool stuff. And in 4 days, we'll have the first lottery of Journey 6. So check that out. Let's see, what's Bitcoin doing today? Bitcoin is sitting at 119, so it's at the top of this range. We'll see if it shoots up or takes a breather like it did before it climbs up. I think it's got at least 1 or 2 more legs in it personally, but I've been wrong about a lot of stuff in crypto in the last 10 years. Ethereum, what's Ethereum doing today? Ethereum is doing a little pumpage. That's not bad. We're up to 38.59. We are looking at catching the all-time high of 46.99, so about $4,700 is where the previous high was. So I don't think, that's when I'll really start taking this seriously, but we are very happy that we're back up above the SAC rate, where the SAC address put a bunch of money into Ethereum a long time ago. Shoot, when did it put that in there? When was the sacrifice? I feel like it was 2 years before May of 2022. No, 23. Is that right? May of 23 is when it launched. So right. May. Yeah, so it launched right around here. Pulse. But then 2 years before that, so 2021, that's when this is when it put the money in, right around 3,700. One of these peaks right here, I'm guessing, right there. That's 39. Somewhere around here is where it was invested, I believe. 0x Bistro. What is for sale on 0x Bistro? You'll notice all those were in the red. Look at this. The ST Pulse is in the green. ST3 is closer to the money. But there's still not a lot for sale on here on this over-the-counter platform, where there's sometimes some really, really good arbitrage opportunities. Actuator token. This is where things get fun. 124 days ago, we took about $60 of HEX, and we staked some of it, and we used some of it to pair. And in the last 124 days, we've earned 211 HEX, which means we can extract 211 HEX time tokens. And so these are basically IOUs that are going to mature on day 7,000. That's why they're called HTT 7000s. And we're currently on day 2065 of HEX. That was a good year, 2065. Anyways, this... there's day 3000s, there's day 5000s. You can even actually choose a day yourself, a specific day that you want. See, here's a couple for 3,800, 4,300, but the big piles are in 3,000, 5,000, 7,000. Excuse me. So that's not bad. We put some HEX to work about 124 days ago. The liquidity pair, we pulled it right here with liquid HEX and extracted HEX time tokens. And then we put it into this farm. And thanks to the pumpage that's going on in the market today, that $60 is worth $147 in 120 days, by the way. And we've been paid 40,463 actuator tokens just for providing liquidity. So we farmed those right there. And you can actually do another step where you put these actuators in a vault and earn more Hex time tokens. But for today, we'll just stick at this. And so the $60 has gone to 147. That's not a bad return in 122 days. And those 40,000 actuator tokens are worth 1388 today. That's pretty cool. In fact, I mean, I don't know how high this crazy market's going to be, but I was going to show you guys how to withdraw these and put them on 0x Bistro for sale and show you guys how to redeem it. But now that the market's actually bumping, I might want to hang on to these for a little bit longer. But we can show you guys that in a stream. It's very cool. Hocus Pocus is a really good front end for farms. Homie Don't Play That farms, no permission farms, actuator finance farms. Really good front end to connect your wallet to. You can claim, invest, and withdraw right here from this front end. So yeah, shout out to Actuator. I've been telling you guys, if you have Hex, if you believe in Hex, this is the best place, in my opinion, to put those liquid T-shares to work. We're looking at 24% APR, which is insane. It used to be up to 126, but it's at 24 now. I guess 24 will have to do in this crazy appreciating market. That's, that's just the amount that we're getting in farms. That's not the amount in price appreciation. Dark. All right, so here we go. This is the Nostradamus chart. We've had a Black Swan event line up with almost every one of our lotteries that we've had. These three little bears that you see on the bottom, those are our lotteries. The big bulls on top, those are our minting phases. So here's minting phase 1, which was glorious. Minting phase 2, which is pretty good. Minting phase 3, which is a nothing burger. Minting phase 4 was a pump. Minting 5 was a dump, and minting 6 was a nothing burger. But here we go. It's opposite day because we're getting some green candles on the three little bears. And ooh, why is this bear head so big? I think it's because of what we've been talking about with the evil address flipping that scrape button back on. I don't know. Check that out. Let's check the charts. This is nice. All this green. Let's check out Pink Miss Well. You could have bought a bunch of Pink Miss Well for like less than 100. Like it was like 100, basically $100, 110, $120. And now it's going to cost you 150. And if it goes back to all-time highs, it could cost you $400 to get a hold of 1 million Pink Miss Well. Now, the great thing about this Pink Miss Well is that it is held, the majority of this is held by our Pink Miss Well. And so you can see it's done very, very well in the market so far. Other than, Hard Slayer just ripping us apart. It's looking pretty good. I think, let's check it in terms of pulse. Yeah, in pulse, you can see it's a lot more of a little bit of a bleed right here. But yeah, if this goes back up to all-time highs or higher, which I really do think we could do based on the fact that we're locking up the whole supply. And yeah, this is definitely a time to maybe take some profit if you got in back here, or you might want to load up depending on where it goes from here if you want to get some of those J6 and J7s after the minting window closes. So shout out to the Pink Miss Well. Here's the token the chart we were just looking at, the Nostradamus chart. This one actually shows the wick up to $135 on Casey's candle up here, and then down Charlie Brown. But as you can see, looks like we've got hitting a bottom here and in most of Pulse Chain. So anyways, chat, take a look at that. That's nice. We're up to $7.21. I was telling you guys what a great deal this was when it was down around $5 or $6. Just saying, I just think that was a really good deal, and $7 might be a good deal in the future. Actuator, those tokens that we were just looking at. Look at this. Look at that spike. Look at this thing fight back. Dump, pop. So that's a really nice following of the trend reversal right there. Nice jump up here to this level of resistance. We'll see if we can break this previous high back here, and where it's going to go from there. I wouldn't sleep on this token. I wouldn't sleep on that team. Bill and RJ are killing it. Dark and Homie don't play that pair. Up to 711. And as you see, it's got the same bounce right there. This one has $13,000 of liquidity, $92 of volume, 24-hour volume, not that great. Homie don't play that. This one has gone up, went back up and hit 2 cents today. It's been as high as 6 cents. We'll see what levers people pull on this one, and if they continue to dump or if they continue to compound their Homie Don't Play That tokens in the farms to get more Homie Don't Play That. Hex, this is our baby. This is our tattoo baby. Look at this line that I drew earlier where I said these might be some good places to pick up some Hex. That's looking pretty good. We're well over a penny. So nice to only be down 95% right now. Not, I'm not talking trash. I'm just saying, here's our all-time high right here. And then we're down right here. Yeah, right there. 97%. We're about 97% down from our 50-cent high on Hex right there. But it is a start. This is the start of what could be very beautiful, because you can see some real momentum coming up. And if Richard Hart tweets, that's bullish. If he streams, that's going to be really, really bullish. Here is our look at this. Here's the consolidation of Pulse that I was drawing for you guys. We're clearly broken up out of this cone right here. I would not be surprised at all if we're slammed back down into it, down here on this line. Like I said, Richard Hart's tweet did speak of violent weekend shakeouts. This is pretty violent, but I don't know if the violence is over. We will see. This might be like the signal, like the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, buddy, this stuff's taken off, but this may not be, the rocket yet. But it is pumped. It's completely come out of this consolidation. And I believe this up here is the, is that it? No. Somewhere here, I thought I put the SAC rate price, but anyways, YEP token is riding the waves, doing really good, going after the last all-time high. Shout out to Brightlight. Dark and Hex, look at this pair. Interesting bounce with Hex today. Some sell-off right there. People are cashing in $115 of volume. The bots. I'm guessing this is the bots. These don't look like real orders from real people. So anyways, bots are trading on that arbitrage right there. Very thin liquidity, 2K of liquidity right now on Hex and Dark. Let's see here. Dark and Nope, no permissions right here. Looks like it's got a nice bounce off the bottom as well. It's up to 726, has 6K of liquidity. Well, 666K of liquidity. Oh my. The tokens that don't suck. This thing has been a train wreck, a complete train wreck. And look at this. This is like our first time we've broken out of this floor on tokens that don't suck. It's the 2Fux, Dark, Nope, SolidX, Wrap Pulse, and X Protocol are all part of this. Had this fund over on 2Fux. So this is nice to see. The tokens that don't suck stop sucking for a second. Here's the no permissions token. It's taken a nice bounce up. That's lovely. Let's look at SolidX and PulseX. That one's got a nice bounce as well. Heading towards higher high, hopefully. Let's see here. Dark and Pink Miss Well. There is $19,000 of liquidity. This is one of the biggest pairs of liquidity of dark matter, and it is up to 760. That's interesting, isn't it? Because it looks like Pink Miss Well and Wrapped Pulse is sitting on $31,000 of liquidity. What do you guys think would happen if this started to pump and the dark and pink Miss Well pair had more liquidity than Pink Miss Well has with Wrapped Pulse. Just something to think about. Something to think about. Magic Carpet Ride, pumping, just like everything else. The print token. Let's take a look at the print token. We have our champagne bottle up, champagne bottle down, and this one is riding up. It's coming back up to the top of this channel right here. Proof of no work. Nice, beautiful spike today. It's looking like it's going after another all-time high or previous high right here. Previous all-time high. And then Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem, yeah, baby. Like I've been telling you guys, Carpe Diem broken out of this consolidation wedge right here. First pension on blockchain, first retirement fund on Pulse Chain. And it's beautiful, it's elegant, it's based on real scarcity, provable scarcity, smart contract scarcity. You can't fake that. Definitely check out Carpe Diem if you guys are looking for something you guys can actually retire on and give to your kids. It's a beautiful, beautiful protocol by our friend Sealy. PulseX powerhouse. Look at that. That is nice. That is nice. We're still in this consolidation range right now, but if things shake down, pump back down to this blue line, you might want to pick up some PulseX, maybe. Just saying. The Fitzgerald Company is continuing to paint their chart and take profits through liquidity, meaning that when the price goes up, they convert their TFC to Pulse, they cash out, and it doesn't hurt the price because the price is already moving through there. The price is already trading the TFC for Pulse on their behalf. So beautiful chart. I reached out to Timothy Benjamin. He is going to try to work with me this week to make a stream happen so we can get in and get the lowdown and get the idea behind the founders here of the Fitzgerald Company coin. Hex Time Token 7,000. Look at what happens. Very, very tightly correlated with Hex. It's still at a 40% discount. The 5,000 is also climbing right back up there at about a 40% discount. And then the 3,000, this one will hug the line a lot tighter to Hex. So look at this price in Hex. Look at this. Wow, I did not think it would be that crazy, but you can see it following the price in Hex. So sometimes it's at a big discount and sometimes it's at a premium. I don't know. There might be some really cool opportunities here. Looks like right now it's just under where Hex is at a penny. So yeah, check that out. Those are going good. Those are from Actuator Finance. And then Inc, the incentive token, which one of the core right here, it is still consolidating and kind of ranging. We'll see. It just got a nice pump today, nice pop today, which is going to help SolidX because of how much liquidity is tied to SolidX. But very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's come back here. Let's see here. Woo. I think BTC will act like a stock going forward, up only with 20%-ish corrections. Just think, soon you'll be able to borrow against your BTC, meaning people will never really need to sell, kind of like the ink printer and liquid loans and things like that. Those protocols, liquidity protocols, good thing again, if they are long-term investors. The 401k investors will be here soon too. And that's constant buy pressure. Living my best life says, let's effing go. Hex PulseX Inc. Good to see you here. Live my best life. Let's sort of give Living my best life a wrench. Thank you for coming with the positivity. Remember to use this wrench only for good. Only for good. Check that out. Okay, we already went over Coin Market League and how you guys pump the shit out of Hex, and I'm thinking bots. This is dirty. This is dirty. How does this just barely neck that out when number 3 is 654321? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. We got 2 votes here for dark. Let's give a vote to Carpe Diem. Where the hell is Carpe Diem? Must be up here. Excuse me. Where the hell is Carpe Diem? Okay, let's do this. This is an easy way to find Carpe Diem. We're just going to click on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain Hex is up at the top, dark. Here's Carpe Diem. We're going to vote. Oh, it doesn't have any votes today. Let's throw some votes its way and share it on Twitter. There we go. And then let's give some votes to Hocus Pocus. Oh, it looks like the Hex Orange address, Tang Gang, looks like they found out what's going on. And they started giving some votes to the HOA token right here. It's at number 3. Actually, it doesn't have any. Maybe it's just alphabetical or something. I think they reset this website, guys. Guys, this does not feel right at all. Look at these. Look how nothing has a vote now. Now, granted, it might have just clicked over at 8:38 p.m. my time. That's a possibility, not a strong possibility. Or maybe they didn't like the Hex pumping. Look, Dark's already at number 8 just with 3 votes. So keep the pressure on these guys. Let's break Coin Market League. They've been very cool here on Twitter. They like to give us lots of engagement and retweet, repost. So yeah, keep it up. Keep the heat on these guys. You guys are really cool for pumping that. Formula One, like I said, I won pole position and then turned around and Matt War won first on the podium with Oscar Piastri. That's who he picked. So we'll have to settle those bets in our crypto. The cool thing is when you win, you can have people pay you in your favorite crypto, which for me is Dark, for Matt War it's Dragon Believer, and for Triplet Dad it's usually Magic Carpet Ride or whoever he thinks needs the cash right then. He's very, very generous. Pulse Market app, check this out. Some of these have been bought, some of these have been sold, and some of these have just shown up. Let's actually, if you guys go to Pulse Market app, let me copy the link. If you guys go to t.me right here, paste right there. So here is the Telegram link for what I'm about to show you guys. This is a Telegram group, which basically, oh, I got to charge my speaker. Is this not plugged in? Oh no, it's not plugged in. All right, I'll have to charge my speaker later. But yeah, check this out. This shows people's J2s. This J2 is being priced at $40 in DAI. This one is being priced in $30 in DAI. This J3 is being priced in $23 in DAI. Here's some J1s. I don't see any J6s here for sale, if you notice. But every time NFT is listed or bought or sold over here, it actually updates you. So you can join this and see when people are putting their NFTs up for sale on Pulse Market app. So yeah, check that out. Let's hit priced. And yep, you got a few more here that are listed from these guys. And some of these, I'm guessing all of these have been scraped of their lottery winnings. There's only a couple of addresses I know that haven't, and we usually point those out, but these are for sale and they may be worth a silly amount of dark and money someday. Just saying, it's better to sell your piggy bank. And shout out to whoever's selling these. So much better to sell your piggy bank than to smash it open, because if you sell it, it continues to gain value. If you smash it open, it's game over. You've kicked yourself out. Check out squirrels.pro. I need to look into Hover Horde Board. Track your Pulse Chain tokens and transactions. Oh, look at that. Add address. track portfolio, add token. I want to add an address here. Let's add this address right here. Oh my. Let's put some here. All right. So let's copy this address right there. Let's see what it shows us here. Something that Squirrel's looking on, add address. There you go. Yep, we'll add that one right there. No portfolio. So it's pulling up those right now. Here we go. It's got some pulse in it right there, some 2FUX, some hex, some pulsex, some dark. This is reading older stuff, so I can see he's looking at this. NFTs does it show? It does show my anti-gravity NFT, a fuel cell, Wishwell, and a Fofmon. So it's going back a ways, but it is starting to show some stuff. So check that out. That's Squirrels.pro. Interesting. Now let's check out the good old supply of dark matter. Less than 1 million tokens, 700 of them have been burnt forever already. 42% of the total supply is locked in the NFTs and the treasury. 35% of it is in the hands of the evil address, which is only going to be minting all 33 journeys. And so this 355,000 will end up in the treasury and the jackpot box. Jackpot box has 6%, almost 7% right now. And so there's a lot of evil address tokens in here waiting to be scraped. That button gets flipped. You got the mystery box with less than 5%. You got mystery well with less than 4%. You got pink mist well with 1.5%. And then you got this mystery well right here. It's been minting with about 2.25%. And you got the first liquidity pair contract right here with 1/3% in there. So if you add up all these numbers right here, not counting these other, I dare say, whales with more than 1,000. If you have more than 1,000 dark, you're there. Yeah, there's not a lot of people with more than 1,000 dark, and there's really not even a lot of people with more than 100 dark. Look, so at the bottom of the first page, you have people with 87 dark. That's how scarce this token is so far. I believe we have all but 2.5% locked up, and that includes the liquidity pair. So there's about 25,000 dark, quote unquote, on the market, for sale that people may be willing to part with, or they may be hanging on to it for a rainy day. So this is going to be the most scarce token in crypto that I know of by far. And then you got the Pink Mist Well token, which is, has 10% liquidity. Here, it's got 68% in the hands of the Pink Mist Well. It's got another 6% in liquidity, another 0.5%. And so if you go to the bottom of Pink Mist Well, there's 1 billion of these tokens. But look at this. There's less than 1,000 on the front page. On the first top 50 addresses, there's less than 1,000. Interesting. Real interesting. Let's see here. Fuel cells. Here's the fuel cells. Looks like the mystery box is sitting on the most fuel cells, followed by the evil address, followed by Pink Mist Well, followed by daughter address of the mystery box, followed by Randy Halarski. And then another daughter address. Nope, this is another one that's 19,000. Wow. So some people are sitting on a ton of NFTs, but again, you go down to the first page and these people have 225 NFTs. Not a lot going around. Very more scarce than I dare say the token. So anyways, I'm here for the tech. What's up, Fast Abdul? Good to see you. Thanks. When are you going to do another father and daughter music stream? I don't know. She is difficult to book, but I would love to have her come in and show some of her favorite music. Fast, do you ever do your own streams? He's everywhere. And here, like I said, this is the Telegram for the Pulse Market updates. Other than that, I mean, that's it, kids. We Canadian. Let's see here. I'll put my face back up here and unfreeze it. All right, guys, I'm going to spend some quality time in the hot tub. I'm going to clean myself up for some work tomorrow. That's right. I have gotten a few jobs and a few gigs to earn some money while crypto's at the bottom right now, and I can't resist buying dark at these prices, and Hex at a penny I think is still a screaming good deal. So I'm going to clean up, going to have a good evening, get some of that sleepy tea that Diehard Hexkin was talking about earlier, and just watch the fireworks. You don't have enough dark, you don't have enough fuel cells. I highly recommend getting some Pulse Pink Mistwell and getting some of those J6 fuel cells before the lotteries roll out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Other than that, like, let's just enjoy the ride. This is exciting. We're finally seeing some action, finally getting some life on the Ethereum chart, the Pulse Chain chart. This is going to be a really fun 6 to 24 months. I'm not thinking anytime, soon. It's just, yeah, and I'm a lot more patient than I was at the beginning of this bear market, and I'm ready to take profits along the way. That's another thing I'd like to mention really quickly, is that if you have a bag of any token, doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin, doesn't matter if it's Ethereum, doesn't matter if it's Dark, does not matter if it's PulseX or Hex, you should always keep a liquid bag, and every time your coin doubles in price, I would recommend selling 10 to 20% of that coin, depending on how violent that double was, because you definitely, if you do that, you'll never run out of, oh, Brandon Davis just pinned that ETH hit 3,900. Nice. 3,900, very nice. No, if you sell 10% every time your token doubles, you'll never run out of tokens. And then when it falls by 50%, you can take 10% of your bag of your powder and buy back in. And that way you'll never run out of dry powder. So this is something, a very simple rule of thumb you can use there. Thank you, Max. I'll head back to Dead Dodge Garage for a bit of singing. Awesome. Enjoy. Like I was saying, don't forget to take profit. This bull runs are short and exciting, and bear markets are long and torturous. So yeah, I wish I had taken more profits when Hex was at 50 cents. And you live and you learn. These are expensive lessons we learn in crypto every cycle. So yeah, shout out to all those people streaming and doing amazing work. Remember, you guys are the best damn community in crypto, hands down. I'm incredibly grateful for your guys' time, attention, passion, and all the things you guys contribute to making this project have life and breath and blood, and helping me make crypto fun again. Thank you so much. Remember, you guys matter. What you do matters. I don't know if anyone tells you this, but what you do matters. You matter. And just by the fact that you exist and you can hear my voice, you have more value than you can imagine. And I want you guys to know that. So it's good to see you guys. Peace out. I'm going to end on this piece of art from J6 called J6 The Pre-Party. I absolutely love this rap. It broke my heart that it didn't win, but you know what? I believe Axiom Icon, aka Pulsewave Vibes, said he is cooking up something for the next art. So J7, get your art in for J7, post it on the community page, the collective page. And in the meantime, enjoy this. I love you guys. Ciao.
Fuel cells ready. Dark levels critical. This ain't a game, it's the quantum jump. Don't sleep on this launch. The Eagle address is active. The missions are encrypted and the Pink Mist Whale is searched. Mint fast, scan the chain and lock your coordinates. Because J6 ain't waiting, and neither is the jackpot.
I'm drifting through dark matter, no tether, few cell burns, full pressure. Most scholars we think can't measure. Most scholars we think can't measure. Anti-gravity, project dark matter. Journey against the evil address. Anti-gravity, project dark matter. Most scholars we think can't measure.
Fuel cells ready. Dark levels critical. This ain't a game, it's the quantum jump. Don't sleep on this launch, the evil address is active. The missions are encrypted and the pavement whale is serving.
I'm drifting through dark matter, no tether, few cell burns, full pressure. Most scholars we think can't measure. Most scholars we think can't measure. Anti-gravity, project dark matter. Journey against the evil address. Anti-gravity, project dark matter. Most scholars we think can't measure. It's J6, you don't got enough dark, you don't got enough fuel cells to barely make a spark. Dark matter mission, stop the evil address, coordinate the strike, eliminate the access. Hack this, mainframe's clear, big miss whale, don't get caught in the crosshairs there. Sight down to the very last digit, the lottery, who wins it, better scoop up your tickets. Quantum flash, one trip can hit, fuel cell warm and the countdown lit. Straight burn cell, it's your mission. Scan the frequency for pulse rate vision. Fuel cells ready. Dog levels critical. This ain't the game, it's the quantum jump. Don't sleep on this launch. The evil address is active. The missions are encrypted, and the big risk plan is circling. Mix fast, stand and chain, and lock grip on it. It's a J6 and queen, and neither is a jackpot.
Anti-gravity.